certain amount of that authenticity? Because how much can you train into being a leader and move yourself out of where you authentically are? So you tend to be a quiet person, and now you're trying to train yourself into being the guy who can give a rah motivational speech on the floor. Are you better off just perfecting the skills that you already have, or are you better off working on the skills that you lack?
You know, it's interesting you talk about this, the fact of just being loud, right? You said a quiet person. Being loud is a characteristic of a good leader. It absolutely is, and especially of being a combat leader. Because if you're in a combat situation and you need guys to move to that door over there, and there's a machine gun fight going on, the only way you're gonna do it is if you're loud enough to make that happen. You're loud enough to yell and let everyone know that. I had a guy coming through my training, really smart guy, Ivy League guy, very cerebral, quiet as a mouse. And I said to him, I said, listen, you're gonna need to get loud. Like, your guys cannot hear you. You're gonna need to learn to project your voice. He was, for all practical purposes, as far as I could tell, physically incapable of projecting his voice. And so as I was watching him go through these iterations, I kept saying to him, you've got to be louder, you've got to be louder, your guys can't hear you. And I didn't think he was going to make it. And then one iteration that they're going through, I see he needs to get guys over to this door over here. And he grabs Billy, who is the biggest loudmouth in the platoon. And he goes, Billy, get everyone to that door over there. And Billy goes, Bill, everyone get to that door. And everyone moved. And I realized that he's smarter than me. What he figured out was he could complement an area of weakness that he had with his team. And so, yes, there's ways that you can increase your capabilities. And like I said, you can become more articulate. You can learn to simplify more. You can become more persuasive if you continue to try and talk to people. But maybe something like being loud, this guy just couldn't do it. But he was able to take his team and pull the strengths in his team together to become a better leader himself. And that's always something that a good leader will do. You hear it all the time. Surround yourself with good people. I would add to that, surround yourself with good people that complement the areas that you're weak.
All right, guys, we really hope you enjoyed this video. We are working relentlessly just to put out the best content for you guys. We would really appreciate your support if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would really mean a lot to us.